always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
Hey guys, and welcome to GSMC Entertainment Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I'm your host, Cynthia, and as always, I'm happy to be here recording another episode for you guys and sharing with you what's new in the entertainment world, in the entertainment industry. And of course, happy Monday. I know you're going to be listening to this probably Monday night. And I hope you all are having a very strong start to your week. Daylight savings, though, has been kicking my butt. Who else? My body cannot adjust. And I had a 5 a.m. shift this morning. So if you can only imagine how it went for me this morning. And it's been rough. I woke up and pitch black. Okay. 7 a.m. I look out the window from where I'm working and it's still super dark. I'm like, this is totally just tripping me out because usually it's technically 6 a.m., but the time changed. So it's 7 a.m., but it's literally still dark. So it definitely just throws me off. And I feel like it throws a lot of people off too. I work, in the morning times, I work at a gym and people, half the people that signed up for classes didn't show. And everybody who came into the gym was super groggy, dragging themselves to get there. And everybody was just super low energy, including my boss. It was really funny just because we're all in the same boat. We're all on the struggle bus here trying to adjust, let our bodies adjust to the new time change. But yeah, I think we should have daylight savings anymore. I want to be one of those countries in Europe that I think in Denmark, I believe, I don't know, countries in Europe, they have daylight from 5 a.m. all the way to past midnight. It's crazy. I don't know. If you're from Europe and you're listening to this, can you let me know in the comments how much daylight you guys actually have? Because I just keep hearing of all these people who visit Europe and they're they literally have sunlight for so many hours. I'm wow, can't relate. So that's where I'm at. Still happy Monday. We're all pushing through. And let's get into the very first topic here of who's expecting. Okay. There are some pregnancies that have just been announced. First one we need to talk about is Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. The pop superstar and American Idol judge made her pregnancy public by revealing her growing baby bump in the final moments of the music video for her new single, Never Worn White, which is Katy Perry's first song of 2020. And it's actually really nice. When I think of Katy Perry, the one song I think of is California Girls, na 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 na. That was totally terrible singing. Do not come at me for that, okay? But so this was a very different switch to Katy Perry. It was still kind of poppy to me, but definitely more vocals, I'd say. And I really enjoyed it. And she looked, of course, stunning in the music video, and the way she flaunted her baby bump was beautiful. So I'm very excited for Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. This is Katy Perry's first child. She's expecting her first baby. After the music video premiered a few days ago, she confirmed on Instagram Live that she's going to have a quote unquote jam-packed summer because she will be giving birth, literally, to both a child and a new album. So new music on the way. 2020, summer 2020 from Katy Perry. And on Twitter, she also added, which I thought was pretty comical, "Oh my God, so glad I don't have to suck it in anymore." I mean, I'm not pregnant and I'm still sucking it in sometimes. So no one's judging you, Katy. And through the announcement, though the announcement came as a surprise to her fans, Katy Perry said the pregnancy was not a shock. It definitely was not an accident. It was a planned pregnancy. She states, I'm so grateful for everything that I've been able to do and achieve and all the goals that I've been able to kind of check off my list and dreams and the life I've lived thus far. And I think I've just been trying to create this space in my own life where I'm not running myself too ragged and like creating space for something new to happen like this. Well, she definitely lived her life. She did the tour life and, you know, she's 35 years old. I think that's like prime time to have a child. And I'm excited for her. I mean, I grew up like, not religiously, of course, but Katy Perry was, you know, that in my generation, that's kind of like the pop star, you know, we were looking like right now. I feel it's Normani's taking over. But, you know, when I was growing up in high school, middle school, Katy Perry was like the pop star. So it's really cool to see her kind of, you know, shift into this different space, this different stage into her life, into motherhood. So it's really exciting to see. And she planned originally on revealing her baby news to her mom the same way she had with her friends by putting the announcement on a wine label and gifting it, which that's like, who doesn't want, you know, a bottle of wine and then someone trying to tell you a pregnancy announcement through that bottle of wine. Like that's a pretty thoughtful way to announce your pregnancy. However, that's not how it went. So this was essentially what Katy Perry wanted to do. She said she'd bring the wine to a dinner or something, or she said she would have gifted it to a friend, like, hey, here's a nice bottle of wine, like out of the blue, you feel me? And then they would get the reaction later. But Katy Perry didn't get the chance to do the wine reveal with her mom. Her mom ended up finding out her own way. Katy Perry said it was super weird, that her mom came over to her house and randomly she was like looking over at her wine, which Katy said her mom never does that. And that's how it happened. And so just by her mom snooping around Katy's wine, she was like, what is this? And that's how her mom found out. And Katy even said, I guess moms have intuition unlike any other. So who knows? I mean, I've never been pregnant. I'm not a mom, so I don't know about that like sixth sense, but that's something I always hear about, moms talking about. So that was just kind of funny for me. I'm like, oh, like that would happen, you know, your mom just kind of like blows a surprise for you. And so we talked about all the good stuff right now regarding her pregnancy, but it kind of led to a bittersweet moment as well. So on Sunday evening, which was last night, Katy Perry shared a moving video, showing the moment she revealed her pregnancy to her, dying grandmother who died at the age of 99 yesterday. And her Instagram tribute to her grandmother also featured several other photos and videos of her and her grandma together, including moments with former President Barack Obama and Orlando Bloom. He was like kissing her on the cheek. It was really sweet. And in that Instagram tribute that Katy posted for her grandma, Katy Perry wrote in the caption, she survived the Great Depression, raised 3 kids on her own as a seamstress, making G-strings for showgirls and other such characters in Vegas. She was always authentically herself, funny and full of all the sweet, cozy things you can think of when you think of grandmas. So like I said, it's a bittersweet moment. I'm happy that Katy Perry got to share that final exciting news to her grandma before she left. But it's also, you know, it's sad because she won't be able to see Katy Perry give birth to what could have been or would have been her great grandchild. But I mean, 99 years old, that's a blessing to even live that long. So again, I'm just happy that Katy got to share that news with her grandma. So that was kind of like the bitter end to the sweet moment of this news. And let's go back to the sweet now. So a couple days ago, which I thought was super cute, Orlando Bloom posted on Instagram a picture of his 2 loves. And when I mean his 2 loves, I'm talking about Katy Perry and her growing belly, the growing baby inside of her, with the caption, "My baby's blooming." How punny is that? How punny and cute. Get it? Orlando Bloom. His babies are blooming. Like, so cute. So that is the first major celebrity pregnancy announcement that came out just a few days ago, and many fans are raving. Many fans are congratulating, this couple. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if this is Orlando's first child. I know for a fact this is Katie's first child. But regardless, this is a very exciting moment in time for Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. And we're going to have to wait till summer 2020 to see if she has a girl or a boy. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut into our first quick break right now. When we come back, I'll share with you guys another celebrity couple that's also expecting this year.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's gsmcpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
Hey guys, and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. I don't know what my tongue just did right now. I couldn't pronounce the T's or something. Anyway, I had just shared with you guys the very first celebrity couple that will be expecting their baby this summer. Now, on to the next celebrity couple. We have, drum roll please. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the drum roll in the background that I'm doing by myself on the desktop. We have Grey's Anatomy's Camilla Luddington. She is pregnant with baby number 2. The actress announced on Monday, today, with some royal help, no less. So Camilla Luddington, she has starred on the hit ABC series Grey's Anatomy, which I am so ashamed to say that I have never watched a single episode of that show. I know. Everyone raves about Grey's Anatomy, and it's like, I want to watch it, but I feel like I'll never catch up to the seasons because there's so many. Like, I don't know. All my Grey's Anatomy fans, if you're listening to this right now, how many seasons are there? And is it really worth watching? Because I just get too overwhelmed with all these new shows that are out there. And, we have Netflix that's just been putting out, like, great shows one after the other, and it's like right now I'm watching a documentary and I'm hooked, and it's so, I get too stressed when there's like too many shows out all at once. Like, I'm the type of person, I can't watch more than one show at a time. Like, if I'm watching this novela, because I do love my novelas, okay, I don't care that it's 2020, I'm gonna still keep watching my novelas. I have to focus all my energy. I have to invest all my effort into the characters of the novela, and I can't focus on anything else, or I'm going to not be as invested, and I feel like I won't be as into the show, if you will. Like, I just finished watching Narcos, the 5th season, and I only watched Narcos because, again, I didn't want to get distracted by other shows that are out there right now. Is that weird to do? Let me know in the comments again if you're like me. You can, once you start watching a show, binge watching a show, you can only engage in that. Or do you watch multiple shows, like a lighthearted one, a fun, a funny one, a drama filled one, a mystery one? Let me know. Anyways, I know I just went a whole mini tangent about shows, but yes, I've never watched Grey's Anatomy. I may need to in the future, but right now I'm good off that. So, Camilla Luddington, right? That's who we were talking about, her pregnancy. So she enlisted a very famous princess to make the exciting announcement. She got Cinderella, Okay. I'm assuming she was at like Disneyland or something, because if you go to her Instagram and see how she announced her pregnancy, it's just like a very casual photo, honestly. Like, it's nothing super elaborate, nothing super fancy. You know how all these like pregnancy announcements, be like, people do photo shoots and like go the extra mile to announce their pregnancy, which by all means, I am not judging. Do you? I'm probably going to be hella extra when I announce my first pregnancy. But Camila's was like super cash, just like the picture is obviously taken off like an iPhone. The quality's all right. And she's just there in this like sundress holding her cute little baby bump. And then Princess Cinderella's right there, with her hands open. Like, you get the pose I'm saying? Like, she's kind of looking at her belly, like mouth open, and like her hands are like trying to say, ta-da. Here's the baby. Ladies, you know what pose I'm talking about. That's what Cinderella did. And I don't know if it's because this is Camila's second pregnancy. She just wanted to keep it super cash. I don't know. But it's really funny because Camila Lettington has delivered, or rather pretended to deliver, so many babies on TV, through Grey's Anatomy, that in real life she says she feels somewhat prepared to give birth this April when she's due to welcome her daughter. So we know it's a girl. And I'm just going to quote what Camila says. Mimicking childbirth on Grey's has taken the mystery out of it, she jokes. Of course, we also deal with every worst case scenario. I know everything that can go wrong, but I try to keep that separate. So despite her ability to compartmentalize work and life, acting out those dramatic storylines while expecting has given her a certain amount of pride. She also goes to say, all pregnant women are warriors. It takes strength to just get up and go to work. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard from other pregnant ladies I've talked to, that like you literally just don't want to do anything. So if you are pregnant listening to this episode, you are a warrior, and go get it, girl. Honestly, shout out to all the pregnant women doing the thing, still like working out. Even like, I can't even imagine like an extra, like, I don't know, 20 pounds, 30 pounds just hanging on you and you're working out. I'm also like a fitness instructor, and I instruct bar, and bar is very low impact. So it's very safe for pregnant women or people who are, with some injury, or it's like a good like rehab type of training. You feel me? Cause it's low impact. So I see a lot of these pregnant women come to my classes, and it's so like inspiring and motivating to see these women, with full on large bellies coming in to work out. Like, what? I don't think I'd be able to do that. No, I'm gonna have to do that, because it's really important actually to work out during your pregnancy, before your pregnancy, because you want to get your body prepared, obviously, for labor. So, and you want to be in the best, most healthiest shape to deliver the baby in the most healthiest way, of course. So again, I applaud. Women are just warriors, okay? We are the bomb.com. What was it? International Women's Day just happened yesterday. So I think it should be International Women's Day every single day, because we are just superheroes, especially my moms out there, my working moms, my soon-to-be moms, my expecting moms, my single moms, my everything. You guys are the bomb. Thank you for everything you do. And that is everything regarding pregnancy and who's expecting so far. So Grey Anatomy's Camila Lettington, she'll be expecting a girl in April. And then we have Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom expecting their bundle of joy during the summer. Again, I don't know if she announced a due date. I'm not sure. They haven't announced the gender. So, I mean, she barely announced her pregnancy. So I doubt we'll find out until like months later. Anyway, moving on from all the baby talk, let's get into something that's also just as adorable as babies. Okay. If you haven't seen this video that's been circling around Twitter, or Instagram, but Twitter's like quicker. Everything's more instant. So if you're a Twitter user, you've probably seen this video already. Blue Ivy getting adorably starstruck by LeBron James. It's kind of funny how like even celebrities get starstruck, but to me, it's kind of funny because like, okay, Blue Ivy is starstruck by LeBron James, but does this little girl know that like her own mother is Beyonce? Like, you are Beyonce's daughter, you feel me? Like, everybody gets starstruck by her mom. Even other celebrities get starstruck by Beyonce. I mean, she is the queen bee, so I'm not surprised. But it is kind of humbling to see, like, you know, Blue Ivy and the way they've, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce have parented her. Like, I don't think she even realizes the magnitude of how rich and famous and popular like they are, which that's like okay, you know, like she's very young. I think she's like 7 or 8 years old, so she doesn't need to get too wrapped up in that right now, I believe, my opinion. But yeah, I think it's just super adorable how Blue Ivy got adorably starstruck by LeBron James. And after this quick break, we'll dive more into that topic.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Hello and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. This time I said entertainment right. I didn't stutter, do anything weird with my tongue, so that's good. And we were talking about, of course, Blue Ivy. So Blue Ivy Carter, right? That name alone is like so celebrity. Anyways, Blue Ivy proved this to be that celebrities can get starstruck while meeting LeBron James at the LA Staples Center yesterday on Sunday. So the LA Lakers, they had a game against the Clippers, and the Lakers beat the Clippers with a final score of 112-103. And the father-daughter duo made their way onto the court to greet the basketball pro LeBron James, okay? And that's when LeBron James learned that the little lady, Miss Blue Ivy Carter, had a special request. At first, Blue Ivy asked her dad to relay the message. She, you know, in the video, she's kind of like playing with her feet, being all shy. And Jay-Z goes, I can't do it. If you want it, you got to tell him. You almost got it out. Yeah, just do it. And what Blue Ivy wanted to say ask to LeBron James, she asked if he could give her an autographed ball, sign a ball. And he was like, you want a ball from me? Okay, I got you. And he then promised to send it to her soon. He also was like, you got school on Monday? By the time you get out of school on Monday, you'll have it. And I'm like, how cute is that? That just like that whole interaction was super adorable, especially seeing, you know, Blue Ivy so humbly ask, you know, with LeBron James for an autographed ball. And I'm like, does she understand who her mother is? Like I just said in the previous segment, like, does she be asking her mom, can you sign me this or that? I mean, I'm sure she views her mom as her mom, you know, like we view Beyonce as like this celebrity, this mega star. So it's just different perspectives. But not only was that interaction cute, I loved how Jay-Z encouraged his daughter to speak up for herself and voice what she wants. I mean, especially as little girls, I think it's important to convey this message to them that their voice matters and it's important to use it. Even if it is as simple as asking your favorite basketball star for an autograph, or, you know, something as simple as asking for extra sauce at the drive-thru because you know they be stingy. I actually used to work at Jack in the Box, so I actually know why they're stingy. Like when I used to work at fast food, they would come at our necks if we like gave extra sauce. So really, you shouldn't be mad at the workers. You should be mad at like the company. Like if you're at the McDonald's drive-thru, be mad at McDonald's. Don't be mad at the drive-thru, whoever's working the drive-thru, because they are just following orders. I used to work at a fast food, so I feel for every fast food worker out there. And that's why I'm always going to respect them, because you don't mess with people who handle your food, okay? That is the number one rule of life, period. And anyways, I'm like, what was I going off? I've been going on all these like weird tangents today. So yeah, I just thought that was like a really subtle message. If you guys caught that, I mean, I don't know. I that's what I caught. I was like, wow, like that's actually really good of Jay-Z to not have just been like, you know, Blue was there like tugging on him, like, you know, ask him. And he was like, no, like you do it. You could do it. And I remember when I was a little girl, I used to be so shy as well, which is crazy because now I'm on a podcast and I like talk a lot and I never can shut up anymore. But I used to be really shy as a little girl. And I even like when I used to go to to fast food and we would eat like at McDonald's and I would want extra sweet and sour. I would ask my mom, she's like, no, you go ask. And I would like go up there with fear. I don't know why, but then I'm very happy for that, you know, very tiny lesson there, because now I'm an adult and I like voice my opinion, not just my opinion, but if I'm more assertive with my feelings and I voice when I like things, I voice when I don't like things. And again, I think it's a very important parenting, I guess, good parenting right there. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not a parent. I shouldn't be judging, right? Like what do I know about kids? But yeah, that's just my takeaway from that cute, little video there. And besides, you know, something else I wanted to highlight from this video, we got to talk about Miss Blue Ivy's outfit, because she was serving left to right, up and down. That girl, her fashion, she's got it on lock, okay? She kept her looks very cool and casual for the event. So did Jay-Z, but we're here to talk about Blue Ivy, right? So Blue Ivy, she wore black leggings with super bougie combat boots, okay? Fendi combat boots and a denim jacket. And the denim jacket, on the back of it had the words, "Blue is my name." Yes, it is, honey, okay? So it was very like, it wasn't too crazy. Like she still looked like she dressed like a little girl, you know? But she's got the fashion sense down. And like her jacket, it definitely was a statement piece. Like everybody better know who I am. I am Blue Ivy Carter. Blue is my name. So, and then those Fendi combat boots, like I need them. They're super cute. So Blue Ivy, you are going to be running the world very, very soon, just like your mom. And moving on to our very last entertainment news portion of today's episode. Ooh, this one's an exciting one for me, okay? Latino gang, I need you to stand up and get your coins ready, okay? Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin just announced their joint tour, their joint 2020 North American tour. This is the first time that's ever happening. These guys have been in the music game, in the music industry for many decades, like 3 decades. And this is not a drill, people. Like Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin are doing a joint tour now for the first time ever, okay? So the Grammy-winning multi-platinum Latin pop legends will embark on a historic North American arena tour this fall. Grammy-nominated artist Sebastian Yatra will also appear as the opening act. We got 3 Grammy-winning people, legends. Okay, I wouldn't really call Sebastian Yatra a legend because, to be honest, I don't listen to his music like that, but the other 2 have been in the game for a minute. So this is like super exciting. Like I'm for sure know tickets are going to be like very expensive. So the event is produced by Live Nation. Their tour will kick off September 5th in Phoenix and will make stops in Houston, LA, Toronto, New York, Miami, and way more other cities, wrapping around October 30th in Atlanta. Tickets will go on sale to the general public starting Thursday, March 12th at livenation.com at 8 a.m. local time. So set your alarms, ladies and gents. This Thursday, March 12th, Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin are embarking on their North American tour. And I suck because I did not get the name of their tour here on my notes. To be honest, I'm not sure if they actually even announced their tour name. If you know it, can you let me know in the comments, because I am just disorganized today, okay? I apologize. It's Monday. Daylight savings has me all messed up. But it was kind of a shock to me to hear that they were both touring, just because I haven't, like, they've been putting out singles, you know? Enrique Iglesias has been relatively quiet in the years following his reggaeton mega hits like Bailando and El Perdón with Nicky Jam. The Spanish singer-songwriter most recently dropped a salsa trap collaboration with Y2K, BB No Dinero, and Carly Rae Jepsen titled La La La, which if you guys probably have heard this song in like every department store. It goes, no, actually, I'm not even gonna, I played you. I'm not gonna sing because I already did it in like the beginning of this podcast and I probably sound so terrible. You guys probably like muted me, turned the volume all the way down in that portion. So I'm not gonna do that to your guys' ears. But Enrique Iglesias has hinted that an album will be coming later this year. I mean, it has to, because he's touring with Ricky Martin and like all his old hits are great. But we need the new music too. You know, you're going to go on tour. We need new material to jam to. You feel me? And same with Ricky Martin. You know, he enjoyed a very busy 2019 as both Latin Grammys host and voice for social justice in his native country of Puerto Rico. The pop star's most recent release was his song Tiburones, which means shark, a ballad he wrote in solidarity with those who protested for government reform on the island last summer. And that song will be featured in his upcoming album that's set for release later 2020. So both Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias will be releasing new music for their tour. And all of these two, you know, Latin pop legends, they've been busy professionally and personally. Like I said, they both have new albums coming out later this year. They've also expanded their families. Ricky Martin just welcomed baby number 4, a son named Ren, with his husband Juan Joseph in October, while Iglesias had his third child with his longtime partner and tennis superstar Anna Kournikova in January. So both of these men are busy working. You know, they're getting it in their personal and business life, career-wise. So this is super exciting. If I can win some tickets on the radio, I'll pull up, because I just know these tickets are about to make my pockets hurt. So I'll keep you guys posted if I end up going to Enrique Iglesias and Ricky Martin tour. And you guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode here at the GSMC Entertainment Podcast. We covered so much today. We covered pregnancy. We covered Blue Ivy and this tour. So as always, a lot of things always happening in the entertainment world. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's podcast. If you liked what I had to discuss, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that nice stuff. And as always, I wish you all a very happy and successful week, and catch me here next Monday at the GSMC Entertainment Podcast.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.